What's going on? This is Fuego Beast Radio back, and I'm on the line with Noah Silver. What's up, man?
Not a whole lot, dude. How you doing?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Just trying to get through the weekend, long weekend and all. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, right?
Definitely. So I mean, we could just jump right into it, man. I know you the genre that you come with a couple of different genres now. Actually, before I even get into that, I want to know, you're solo, right?
Yeah, it's excuse me. It is a solo project, but I do have a group of guys who are really good friends of mine, and every now and then I call them together for full band shows, and yeah, they're a great, talented group of musicians, and yeah, I'm actually playing the CD release show with them on April 26th at DC9, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Man, that's really big right there, man. Is it so is it like an invite only, or how is that?
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again?
Is it an invite only, or is it like open to the public?
Oh no, it's a public show, man. It's gonna be on a Thursday. Like I said, April 26th. It's a completely public show. It's gonna be loud and it's gonna be awesome. It's the kind of show you're definitely gonna want to bring a couple friends for. In my opinion, it's probably gonna be the best show that I play for like the next 8 or 9 months. So it's the one to go to.
Okay, great, man. That's I'm definitely looking forward to it myself. That's a Thursday. That's perfect. What time?
I think they're about to announce. I'm not sure exactly, but I think the show's probably gonna start at 8, and we've got a couple opening acts. So, like Shayna Hoare and Scott T, and there's a middle act right now that we're still working out. But we're gonna be headlining, so we're gonna be going on a little bit later in the night. But you definitely want to catch the opening acts because there are a bunch of really good musicians as well.
Okay, what I'm going to do is after we finish with this, I will get the information from you, and I always stay connected to you because as I told you prior to getting on here, I support your music and good music, period. So. I'm still gonna stay connected with you, but I definitely want to know, more information as far as pricing and stuff. But we don't have to get into that right now.
Sure.
So definitely. So like I said, I checked out your website. I really like the music. I like where you're coming from with everything. I think you're saying a lot of things that a lot of music today of every genre is kind of like it's going to me like it was going downhill. So it's good. It's like refreshing to see an artist that's keeping it real and maintaining the music part of everything.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I personally, I don't know if it's so much that music's going downhill. I feel like since it's so much easier now for everybody to be able to record music at such a high caliber for such a low price. We're just getting just a lot more music is what's happening, and don't get me wrong, I think it's a wonderful thing, and that is so accessible to everybody now, and I certainly don't think I would have been anywhere near where I am right now without recording quality like this being so accessible. But part of what comes with it is there's a learning curve for everybody, And I certainly spent, years working on, writing my music and recording it. And there were plenty of years where I just wasn't very good, And because so many people are doing it, there's going to be a large amount of music that just isn't at a professional level yet. You know, you kind of have to sift through that to find some of the other bands and musicians who have reached that professional level. And I'm 100% supportive of everybody who is trying to achieve that level and going through it. That's just it's just different today than it was back then. It's a little harder to find the music you're looking for, but but I think it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, and when I say downhill, I mean like for instance, I'm not too sure as far as how old you are, but I mean just by the way you talk, I seen you've been around. You're not 15. You know what I mean? So
no, not 15. I'm not 40.
Exactly.
I'm not even 30. I'm
exactly.
Not 30, but I'm not 15.
That's the thing. So
that is true.
My thing is that I see a lot of bands these days that they like I know a one band, it's different, but I can't lie and pretend like I liked it. They pretty much don't play any instruments at all. Everything is digital, through I'm just sure you're familiar with like Reason and Acid Pro and all that stuff. So they don't really play any instruments, and I thought that was taken away from the band part of it. You know what I mean? Only because, I do music also, and I believe that you should be able to take your studio to the stage, no doubt. But I believe in live music also. You should be able to make music that you could play with a guitar, drums. You know what I mean?
Sure. That's a tricky thing there. Because the way the power of what you can do in the studio now has developed, there's just so much interesting stuff that you can do that, if you were to try to replicate it on stage, you would, just the way it is on the recording, you would need like 15, 20 people on stage. And there are plenty of my own songs where, I have so much going on with like, I really like working with different instruments that you don't hear every day in my recordings. But to try to replicate that on stage would be foolish. So my philosophy is, okay, I'll take the core song that I have that might have like 7 different weird things like an accordion in, like one of my songs, Oh So Sweet, we have an accordion in it. Like, where am I going to get an accordion player to come on stage for one song,
Exactly.
But I can still take that core song, which, it's fundamentally, like, it's a fun, like, driving song, and just kind of give it a different tint, like with the guys I play with, we don't try to emulate exactly the way the recording sounds. We try to take a lot of these songs that are a little more pop and they're really fleshed out and produced in the studio, and we try to make it more of like a rock show,
Exactly.
And
yeah.
They're still the same songs, and if you heard them, on the recording, you definitely like know the song and you can sing along to it. But if we were to try to emulate that with, 5 guys, it just wouldn't work.
Oh,
so
of course.
Take it and we,
of course.
We give it a different feel.
Of course. I'm just speaking about, just the fact that if you pretty much cancel out instruments. Like I know I deal with a lot of different, musicians, and I have a few that will say, no, none of us play any, and it's fine. It's fine. Because you don't necessarily have to, but I just feel like that's going to start becoming a habit of people, and they might not do what you do. They might actually just never play with a band, and I feel like it might take away from it a little bit. But that's just me. You know what I mean? That's me. It's not saying that it's garbage or it's whack or nothing like that.
Talking about somebody programming their song into the computer and not actually, they're apples and oranges, There is some incredible stuff you can do like that, and it's really beautiful music, a lot of it. And if you try to translate that to a live show, sometimes it just won't work. And that's where the artist really just has to ask themselves, what are my goals? On music. What am I trying to do? Am I trying just to like have a lot of fun and create some good stuff in the studio and just be okay with the fact that I know I'm not really going to be able to do any good live shows? And if that's what the artist is okay with, then that's up to them.
Exactly.
As far as whether that's like the trend that's coming, I don't think so. I mean, I certainly maybe a portion of music is going to be like that, at least for a while, because there's all this amazing stuff that's now at our fingertips in the studio. But, you can go out anywhere in the city and run into 5 people on the metro, and you see them carrying their guitar or their violin.
Oh, yeah.
And there's just, I don't think it's ever going to be possible for just digital music
to just take over.
Like,
yeah.
The flat out fact is, man, it's fun playing instruments. It's fun. I mean, that's really why the core reason that all of us musicians are doing it is because we really, really like it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so there's always going to be music available where people are playing live shows and trying to have the live shows sound as good as possible.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And just so you guys know, that's a real musician right there. What he's saying, all y'all need to realize that's like the perfect answer to like my question. I don't even have any more questions on this topic right here because that's like he just narrowed everything down and speaking from a person who really, you know, knows the art and really is passionate about music in general. So I think you know, you can kind of, you know, show a lot of people that are, you know, kind of like in the middle of it that really don't, you know how to put it in words. You summed it up for them right there. And yo, man, I know I'm sold. If you guys aren't sold in this first 10 minutes, you have a problem. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to one of Noah's tracks and we're gonna be back.
All right.
Flip a coin, it lands on me. I take perfect heat of hands. Steadies the path to her pillow and her bed. I'll push past the rest unsaid and prove promises in our shower. She's regrown her flower in an hour of need. Honey, now, can't you hear my heart humming now? We're strumming the strings of my Icarus wings. Flow flutter now. She's a star and I'm shooting. Cascade down her skin. Twinkle, twinkle, wink, and I am in. With a swing, soft and smooth, seconds at my heels. The crowd goes nuts when I bring the glory home. Honey, now, can't you hear my heart humming now? We're strumming the strings of my Icarus wings. Flow flutter now. You've locked me down, hot hook and sinker, letting my lips dig deeper, luscious linger. Flip a coin, it lands on me. I take perfect heat of heads, rush from the thorns of the rose bed.